Guys, good morning, guys. I want to talk about the difference between your job and your work. The difference between your job and your work. One, never confuse your work with your job. Here is why. Number one, your job is what you are trained to do, but your work is what you are born to do. Your work is what you are trained. Your job is what you are trained to do, but your work is what you are born to do. It's your passion, it's your purpose, your potential, who you could become in the process. You see now, so your work is very, very important. Your job is what you are trained to do. For example, you are trained to do things. Don't get me wrong, there are times you can also be trained to do your work. There are times you can be trained to do your work, even though you are someone that you must become it. So there's nothing bad about it. Most of the time you are trained to do your job, but most of the time also you are born to do your work. Your work is inherently with you. It's innate, it's intrinsic, it's innate within you. So you are trained to do your job, but you are born to do your work. Number two, your job is what you are. Number two, your job is your career. They can fire you from it. But your work is your life assignment. They can fire you from your work, your job. You can be laid off from your job. Maybe if you misconduct, if you do, or if the company went down, if they went bankrupt, you automatically you are gone. But if the company is also growing and you are also productive, you are serving value, you will also grow. But your work, you can never be fired from your work. The CEO cannot fire himself, except when the business go bankrupt. He will fire himself from himself. But aside the innate, the spirit of entrepreneurship is still within. He will start again. He will build another business. So you see now, you cannot fire yourself from yourself. You can only fire yourself. You can only be fired from your job. So you can be laid off from your job unknowingly. you can just receive a letter in your office that you have been fired, so you have to quit. And you have nothing to say, even though there are law, of course. If someone never did anything and the company is growing and he has done a lot, he done well in the company and you fired him or her, he has a right. But most of the time, let me tell you, you don't have right, my brother, because you are not the one that owns the company. So as you are fired, you better go to other place or start your business or start something you can do. Because if you try to come back with authority, with rights, my brother, the organization will not be well with you. I'm telling you. So just find your own way and start again. Because as you go in life, as you look for journey, as you look for road, you will see road. If there is blockage in the road, it is because there is another open road somewhere. So this road is blocked, you go to another one. They cannot fire you from that. They cannot fire you from your work, of course. Your job is your skill. You are trained for that, but your work is your gift. You are born with that. Oh God. You can be trained. Your job is your skill. What you acquire in school. Possibly you can also build your work in school. You can also build yourself with education. Don't get me wrong, but most of the time, you build your job in school. You give you skills. You are a doctor. You are a nurse. There's nothing about being innate within you that you are just want to work your mind. You just want to treat people. You want to take care of patients. That is your work, even though you go to school. But most of the time, they impose this thing on you. Let me tell you, it is imposition. You must be this. Your father said you must be this. There's nothing about obeying your father, but most of the time, let me tell you, there is something within you that you need to fulfill. So what you study, your purpose dictates what you study. Your vision dictates what you study. If you have the passion of entrepreneurship, you don't need to really, maybe entrepreneur academy or maybe business admin. You know what to study already. Not wasting your time in engineering, and you know that you are born to do business. Why will you waste your time? So what you study is dictated by your purpose. And your job, you can retire from it, but your work, you can never retire from it because you can't retire from yourself. I think I've said it earlier. You can retire 60, 70 years, you are retired from your job, but you can never retire from yourself. Look at some of our founding fathers of faith in this nation, Nigeria. They are still there because that's their work. They don't have. There was a musician. They was asking him, I think Michael Jackson. He said he cannot. He said, like, why can you retire from? He said he cannot leave music. He said music, anything he's doing is music. Like you can just be look at Cristiano Ronaldo. To retire now is another thing. He's still playing because that is who he was born to be. Who you are born to be, you will never be passionate to retire one day. You will just like to continue. Look at Baba Davido Igbo. He's still preaching at 71. Last month he celebrated 71 years birthday. He's still preaching. Look at Baba Davido. He's still preaching. That is his work, not job. Those are their work, not their job. That's why they are still Baba Kumuyi. They are still preaching. They are still passionate. So it is depending on your work. That's why you must know your work and start serving your work so that you will never retire, because you can be retired from your job. They can lay you off out of your job, but they can never lay you off out of your work, which is yourself. So when you leave, take your gift with you, and wherever your gift land, it starts growing again. Do not allow people to control your life by you making your job equal to your work, because you are more than your job. For example, if you are laid off, I said it earlier. If you are laid off, you can start somewhere again because your gift is with you. Nobody is giftless. Everybody have a maximum gift within them. Everybody have a potential within them. We are like seed. Every human being on earth is seed. And seed can never grow in concrete. You must take it to the right soil and water it. You see now, water the seed before you can grow. So you must take it to the right environment so that water your seed as you have laid off from your job, that your seed develop it and start serving your gift. Number 7, job prepare you for your work. Use your job to refine your gift so that when they release you from your job, you get a valuable gift. People work to earn, not work to learn. That's why any organization you find yourself, work to learn. What am I learning? What are my proficiencies? What are my effectiveness in this organization? But most people always focus on what they will earn, what they will get, what can I get. Focus on the salary alone. And there is nothing bad, but you must focus on learning. Because you might be laid off unknowingly to you, I'm telling you. So you must focus on what you are learning. In case if you are laid off, you start again. You will go and build your gift that you have acquired over time. You start somewhere. How can you work in airport for maybe 10 years and you cannot be a manager in another airport? You cannot learn the other skills, the accounting, selling, purchasing, advertising. You cannot learn them. You are just one place. And you are just in one place that you are obligated to do. You can obey, but there are times you still need to learn from the other department. Learn to learn so that you can, and if you learn more, you earn more. The more you learn, the more you earn. So focus on the learning part in any organization because your job prepare you for your job. As you are doing the job, it's preparing you for your work. Look at Moses. Moses was he became a fugitive in the bush. He was railing sheep. Suddenly, he became the deliverer of Israel. Look at David. David was a shepherd. He became a king in Israel. Many of them, countless of them. Look at Saul, who was persecuting the Christian. But suddenly, he became a preacher. A job, even though the job was negative. So, your job prepare you for your work. Your job prepare you for your work. Look at Nelson Mandela. He was a lawyer before he finally became president. Your job prepare you for your work. As you are, anything you are doing, if you are a plumber today, I'm a plumber of course today now. Anything you are doing today is preparing you for the greater tomorrow. Never trivialize anything you are doing. Focus on it. Build yourself. Thank you very much for watching this video to this extent. I'm very grateful. Like, subscribe, and share. Let this video go to more people and try to share it for me. Thank you very much for watching.